pass the ball. So Phil had no problem cussing Shaq out, getting on Shaq's ass, but he would never say anything to Kobe early on. So I remember, so I have German Shepherds, and they are protection trained and what have you. And my dog trainer always said to me, the first 6 to 8 months that you had this puppy, don't ever tell it no, because what we want to do is we want this dog to be so confident that he feels like he could do everything. The discipline part can come later on, once his confidence is at a certain point, right? So even he gonna chew up shit in your house, in your yard or whatever. You just gotta
say no.
You just gotta deal with it. Let your dog do whatever. So he feels like he's the dude. He's the man. So when we had the team meeting, and I remember asking Phil, how come you don't never say nothing to Shaq? I mean, you always say everything to Shaq. You don't say nothing to Kobe. And he said, because for this team, we always need Kobe to be in attack mode. And then that immediately made me think about what my dog trainer said about my German Shepherds.
In attack mode.
And so it was exactly what our team needed, right? Shaq came from a disciplinary, his stepfather was military, right? Yes, sir, no, sir. And whatever you asked him to do and told him to do, he was obedient. Kobe was that German Shepherd puppy that nobody ever said no to, right? He had sisters. He was the only boy.
Yeah.
Father played in the NBA. And he was the golden child, right? So, and then Phil nurtured that confidence in him at the detriment, now I wouldn't say detriment, but at the expense of us on the rest of us on the team getting the brunt of him yelling and screaming and what have you, but not saying a whole lot to Kobe. And then, but
That's
you
crazy.
see how,
amazing.
and we needed that. And he was always in attack mode.
Yeah. You just talk about Phil just knowing personalities and how to kind of coach everybody differently. Like, do you feel Phil Jackson was the only man for that job between those two?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I played for, different coaches. I think one of the things I respect about Popovich is it didn't matter if I saw him getting Tim Duncan's ass, Tony Parker, Ginobili, David Robinson. Like, it was no hierarchy in terms of when it was time to coach you, you're going to be coached. And coaching is so much different now than it was then, right? Because players don't want to feel like they're being shown up now. But coaches then, it was times when players and coaches fought. It was times when agents and GMs fought when they're negotiating contracts. And so you got cussed out all the time, and it was nothing. That was the way it was done. We live in a different time now, so that doesn't fly like it used to.
Did Phil ever hold any I don't know how it was because Kobe is pretty self-motivated, but did he ever well, Michael would do this? Like, did he ever hold that over Kobe?
He never did that, and he never answered the question who he thought was better.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah.
He did say later on that he gave Michael the edge over Kobe only because Michael had bigger hands.
Yeah.
And he could palm the ball off the dribble and do stuff that Kobe couldn't do. But even when he said that, then after that came out, Kobe, you saw every time in the locker room, Kobe had vice grips, and he was strengthening his hands so that he could try to get to a point where
Kobe is Kobe. Where is he?
That's all I gotta do. Better. All right.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna strengthen my hands. And then all you saw him after Phil said that was he trying to get to a point where he could palm the ball.
We wanted to take a brief break from the episode to let you know